Hi everybody, this is Tami from a little shop on Etsy called Little Pixie Paperie. I've been open for about a year and just thought that this would be a fun way to show people how I use my stickers and to maybe reach some more customers who haven't been able to find my shop yet. Um, I've been open for just about a year, just over a year, and I really enjoy this so much. I'm so glad that I got into this and have been really enjoying making these planner stickers for people and all that. It's been really a great year for me. Um, I'm just showing you right here that this new sticker paper that I got, you can kind of see how much more saturated the colors look. The better paper is on the right and my regular paper is on the left. And you can kind of see how the browns and stuff are just more deeper, more richer. This paper is going to be offered in my shop for an upcharge because it is actually really expensive paper compared to what I normally use. But it's a great option for those that really love the super smooth filling and those who maybe want more of the option to remove their stickers if they need to, because it does remove pretty easily compared to my regular matte paper. I'm just showing you here my last week spread. I did one day is Halloween because it was such an odd week. And I'm just showing you in the right hand corner that my planner is pretty empty, and I'm just not a very busy person. Mostly every day is the same. I work on orders and play with my 4-year-old, and it's for me, life is very slow right now. It's just pretty much the same every day. And so my planner is pretty empty. It still does help me keep track of things that I really need to get done or appointments that I have, because I'm starting to get to the point where I feel overwhelmed, and so I don't remember meetings and things like that that maybe happen. Um, so right now I'm just laying down the washi strips along the bottom, and I will add the ones along the top and the sidebar. And um, this is a new kit called, well, it's not a new kit. I redesigned this kit. It's called Off to Neverland, and I did a new color scheme for it because I felt like the one previously wasn't very good. And so this kit and the Cinderella kit have both been redesigned to be a fuller kit where you get more decorative boxes, you get more functional stickers and check boxes, and the washi strips, of course. But I just wanted to give people more of an option for um, give people an option to do more of the no white space spreads, or maybe just if you need more stickers, give you a way to do that. Um, I want to keep the sampler sheets for everybody because that is one thing I think I offer that's different than the other Etsy stores. But I wanted to just give people more choices to build a kit that will work, build something that will work for them instead of just the sampler sheets. So I am going to go ahead and speed this up because it's going kind of slow. Okay, so hopefully this is going a little bit faster now instead of having to watch this very slow video. Uh, Sorry for the noises. My husband and my kid came back earlier than I thought they were going to, so it might be a little noisy in the background, but I'm just showing you there that I pulled off some stickers. That I did a countdown on the top, and then I was like, wait, I want to put the washi strips along the top. So before I started recording, I just pulled the stickers off along the top. Um, so laying down, and then I like to put a little quote box, and these ones are on this washi sheet. Wow, washi sheet. are designed to fit above that left hand bar strip so that they're just the perfect size to fit there. And I'm just showing you um, the three box. I'm not sure exactly what the technical term is for it, where it covers 3 boxes. And I've been trying to kind of rotate it around my different layouts because I don't really have a set place that I like to do it, so it's just kind of fun to move it around to different places. So I just put it there on the left hand side. Now I'm going to do the the date headers, I guess that's what you call them, covers, where I can put the day of the week and the date. And it's so hard to come up with different, for me, I don't know why, it's so hard for me to keep coming up with different options for the date and the days, because I don't want every kit to be the same. I really like to have variety in my shop and have each kit kind of be unique. And so it's hard for me to just keep coming up with different ideas for how to do the days and the dates. And so I don't know. I'm probably going to end up repeating myself in some of my kits because I just can't keep coming up with original ideas, I guess, about how to do those. So just putting on the dates above the days, and now I realized that I didn't make any headers for this kit. That's why I was doing the thumbs down, as I was like, dang, I don't have any headers for this kit, which I will make them and they will be available once they're in my shop. But I have a sheet of headers that I was using before I was making headers for each kit, and so I just pulled out my sheet of already done headers. So along the top, I'm just laying down a header that says to do, and that's where I just really make my list for the day, of things that I need to get done, or just like gauging, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, so I can kind of say, how much time do I have for each thing that I need to do. Putting the weekend banner on, and when I put it down, I noticed that it overhangs a little, so I will have to fix that before I do put the kit up on my Etsy store. And that is one reason why previously you saw me go ahead and you could see that I have some of December filled out, because I test out every single kit that I put out. And sometimes it, turns out great. Sometimes little things like that, they just need to be fixed. So I go back and fix it. And yeah. So I'm using these checklist boxes, full box checklist boxes. I'm trying to vary the color a little bit, so that there wasn't 2 greens together. And these are probably my most utilized item for me because they're just so convenient, so easy to make a list for your week there. Now on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I put a to-go header. That is the days my son goes to preschool. And so on Friday, my previous spreads I've done a quote sticker along the bottom, and so I was trying to decide if I wanted to leave the bottom box on Friday open to do a header or to do a quote box there or not. I wasn't sure if I was going to, so I just left it and moved the to go sticker up. Right there is kind of showing you that I didn't want to put 2 brown checklists on the same day. So I decided to use this day. See, and you can see right there how easily this paper pulls up compared to the matte or glossy that's in my shop. It's really easy to pull up. So now I'm trying to decide what header I want to put on Thursday middle. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to put it along the bottom or the top? So I'm debating and debating. So I decided to put it on the middle. And that one says important. So it's just going to be just things I need to remember. And then I put to buy along the bottom. And when I use the to buy header, I don't use it as, and I'm not even sure why I laid that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I should have put that one on the bottom, but um, my to buy is for the entire week. Usually when I use to buy, I just write down during the week what I need to get, and as I buy it, I just cross it off. So it's not necessarily you know, connected to Thursday really. So I'm just filling in the rest of my to do boxes, and Friday is not typically a very busy day for me, so I just used a half checklist box. And I'm sorry I'm coughing. I've had a cold for about probably 3 weeks, and it's getting old. So I put a half box in the to go areas on Monday, Wednesday, Friday for my son's preschool. And I like to vary it a little bit and put the half box along the top or put it along the bottom, just to kind of not make each day look the same. Just give the whole, when you look at the layout as a whole, give it some variety. And so I decided to, right here I'm debating, do I want to put down a full box? Do I want to use just one of the little checklists, you know, without the full box, just to give it some variety, because there's 2 full boxes on top of those ones. So I decided to go ahead and use just the checklist bar. And here I'm deciding I wanted to use one of the decorative boxes, so I decided to use that one there, because Sunday is a really, really slow day for me. I don't really do very much on Sunday, except work most of the time. But the full size boxes that you can see, the Peter Pan one, they are designed to cover the headers, so it completely covers the full box, not just, you know, up to the header, but to the top. So all of the ones on that sheet that are decorative, full size boxes, they'll cover the header along with the entire box. So now I'm just trying to decide what else I need to put down. I'm just putting these circles down just in case I need them for anything. A lot of times, the only thing that I am absolutely dead on is the to-do area. But other than that, I start just putting in random stuff. I know a lot of other people who do plan with me's, they plan out their whole entire week. And if I was busy, I would probably need to do that. But like I said, I'm not busy. So usually what I do is I will fill in as much as I can, and usually Monday, Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, have some stuff on them when I get done with my spread for the week. But the rest of the sheet is usually pretty empty, and I just fill it in as I go during the week. So here I'm putting in our little countdown, my countdown for our Disneyland trip in a few weeks that we hopefully get to go on. It's going to kind of depend on what my shop does, because it's been kind of slow. So right here I'm trying to figure out what to put along the Saturday bottom box. I was thinking I wanted to do a quote box, and I do eventually put down a quote box, but I'm not really that thrilled with it, so I end up covering it later. So I'm just looking through my sticker binder thing, and looking for my fall quote boxes, which are available in my shop. And I decided to go ahead and put this one called Be Grateful down, since Thanksgiving's really coming up, and then I don't really see, there's no real reason to have a header there, so I just take those little banner boxes and put one of them over the top as the header, but I'll use it probably. And then I wanted to use one of these little tassel banners, so I just stuck it on Friday, because who doesn't love Friday? And then I'm getting off one of these little TVs to remind myself to watch The Walking Dead next Sunday. And I really should use one of my zombie stickers, but I'm going to eventually make little ones with the characters. Because the zombie ones are a little bit too big for me and how I want to use them. So here I'm just laying down some of the characters along the bottom just to make it more themed. And I was showing you there that that's the one really big downside to this paper is it does rip really easily. And honestly, I even rip my regular paper all the time, so it's not anything new for me to actually rip a sticker, but I just usually do what I did here and lay it down. And I mean, you can hardly tell. Took the little Tinkerbell, put her up there by the quote, and then I needed to remind myself to do laundry, and I could not for the life of me. Oh, I guess I did. It went down fine. I thought I had tried to figure out where to put it. What am I doing now? I am trying to figure out if I should put down any more functional stickers, and honestly, I don't know how this week's gonna go, so I just decided not to until I need them. These are some little photos that I printed out on my little Polaroid zip, and I like to try to put them in and see, I ended up covering it because I really wanted to use this picture of me and my new puppy. His name's Coda, and he's so cute. I really wanted to use them because I've been trying to, put more memory keeping stuff in my planner because I have been terrible about scrapbooking lately. And I'm using my TWSBI pen, which I usually love, but it does not love this paper. I will admit it. It just does not love this paper. So there I wrote down that my son had preschool, and now I'm trying to figure out what else do I have this week, because I don't really have a whole lot going on this week. So filling out my to-do list, and see, this is where I start to have major problems with my pen and getting really frustrated, and now I have ink all over my hands, and that's not even going to be the worst of what happens here in a minute. But I'm trying to get my pen to work, and it's just not, and it's not, and it's not. And so I think, well, maybe I need to push this little thing down, and that was just lovely. So yeah, not good at all. Ended up with ink all over my fingers, and it was dripping into the garbage, and there's a giant ink spot on my layout. And so at this point, I decide to just go ahead and go find my pens that I usually use. I thought I cut a lot of this out, but apparently I didn't. So I will eventually go and get a new pen. This is just not great. I don't want to have to re-record this though, so we're just gonna hang out for a minute there we go. Okay, so now I'm trying to just kind of mop up that ink spot a little bit so it doesn't spread. And then you can see I'm covered in ink, and I'm like, okay, this pen's done. So, oh wait, no. I try again because I love this pen. That is why I keep trying with it, because my handwriting looks so nice to me with it, and it just does not like this paper. It really doesn't. So I would highly suggest that you make sure that you have a couple pen options if you decide to get this paper. And so, yeah. So I get it to work for just like a minute, and then I was just like, okay, this isn't working. I know I cut some out eventually while I go and look for my Coletto pens, which I'm so sad that I haven't been able to find. I found one, but I have like 4 of them, and we moved a month and a half ago, and I don't know what happened to them in the move. I'm going to have to really look and see if I can find them because they work really well on this paper. I've used it in the past. Okay, so here's where I finally go get another pen. And so I'm trying to decide what color ink to write because since I can only find one, I only have the three options. And of course, the one that I like is the best, that shows up the best, is the purple one. And it's almost out of ink. So I end up switching to the green at some point, which I'm sure is pretty hard to see on the video. Even this purple probably is, but there I put my one of my family time stickers, which I think I have up in my shop. I can't remember if I changed it or deactivated it or not to try to readjust it or not, but I think they're in my shop because we are taking my son to see the new Trolls movie tomorrow, and so I just put family time, and so I'm just filling out my to-do list with what I need to get done. And if you haven't been able to tell by now, I'm left-handed, so for the majority of you who are probably right-handed, it probably looks so weird to see me writing with my left hand. But, and then there's the lovely coil. And then I have to find, I've been trying not to move my planner during this whole thing, but with the coil and being left-handed, I had to move it. So just writing all my to-do lists down. Trying to remember if I have anything these days. And then on Sunday, writing The Walking Dead. And then what I need to buy. And just really trying to think. I probably should have written a list before I even started recording what I had going on, but I really don't have very much going on. And when you just saw me write on that brown one there, you can see that that is one thing that I feel like I do that a lot of other shops don't do, is my checkbox lists, they are wide enough to write 2 lines, because as long as you know ahead, which half the time I'm like, oh crap, I didn't remember to write this a little bit smaller since I've got 2 lines, but really there is plenty of room to write 2 lines if you just keep that in mind before you start writing. And so I'm just writing my son's Friday preschool, and he has show and tell on Fridays, so I have to remind myself to make sure to have his show and tell in his backpack. And then Saturday, I'm not sure what's going on that I wrote, but we'll see. And the same with the star one, you can kind of see how they're spaced out. And I know some people would prefer them to be closer and have more of them, but for me, I do usually have really big handwriting, so I need it. Here I'm showing you what I'm contemplating totally switching over to is the Happy Planner mini planner. I just picked it up, and I mean, I'm showing you my previous weeks. I just don't have a lot going on, and so, you know, a lot of my weeks are really empty because I just don't, but this one was busy because it was right around the holiday, but you know, for the most part. And then see, I'm showing you here, if I don't complete a task, what I do is I just do a circle inside of the checkbox. So if I don't get an item done, I just do a circle so I can remember, hey, you didn't get this done. And if I do get it done, then I'll come back and put an X through the circle. But it just kind of reminds me that, reminds me of that. So I just want to say thanks for watching. I am so appreciative of everybody who has supported my shop, and hopefully as time goes on I can get a little better about doing these plan with me's with the recording and everything. I'm planning on doing another plan with me probably today or tomorrow that is going to use the mini. I'm going to try to use it this week on top of, and just see if it works for me to use it all the time. So anyway, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. Come find me on Instagram, or find me on my Etsy shop, or request to join my Facebook group. You can find the link through my business page on Facebook if you want to join us. So, anyways, I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you later. Bye.